Hello, this is Dr. Antonio Schroeder for Echo Sound Podcast Studios. Welcome to our show. This is another episode where we are going to begin to do some great and powerful things. Before we get started, we'll be right back. Hello, this is Dr. Antonio Schroeder from Echo Sound Podcast Studios. I am your host, Dr. Antonio Schroeder. I am so delighted to have everyone join us tonight. I believe this is going to be a special time, but I believe that you guys are going to be very intrigued with my guest today. Before we get started, I'm delighted to have you guys on. I am the creator of this platform. I am the visionary of Echo Sound Podcast Studios. I am the sole proprietor of this podcast. My mission is to create an engagement, a platform where we explore diverse narratives and innovative ideas resonating to our audience. I believe in the power of storytelling and also the importance of connecting with through our audience through experiences. And so today I'm excited to introduce Spanky Hayes, comedian, actor. But before we get started, I want to share his bio, by the way. Give us a couple seconds.
Spanky Hayes, actor, comedian, and all-around entertainer. Best known for his wild energy and hilarious improv on MTV's Wild and Out, Spanky quickly became a fan favorite with his razor-sharp wit and unpredictable style. Born in Detroit, Michigan, he got his start in stand-up comedy before making waves on national TV. Beyond Wild and Out, he's appeared in movies, hosted shows, and brought his unique flavor to stages across the country. Whether he's roasting celebrities or cracking up a crowd, Spanky Hayes always brings the heat. From viral moments to raw, unfiltered storytelling, Spanky keeps audiences talking long after the lights go down. With his bold personality and fearless sense of humor, he continues to carve out his place in the comedy world, one punchline at a time.
Hello, you guys. Welcome the great comedian, actor, Spanky Hayes. Man, it's a pleasure to have you on, my brother.
Thank you, man. Pleasure's all mine. You can see me pretty well?
Yeah, I can see you pretty well. I can see you pretty well. I do appreciate you for even taking the time out your schedule to be on this podcast. So it is an honor to have you on, honestly. Been admiring your talent over the years, seen you like in the cut, and always been very fond of you and just the things that you do. Very real, and I do appreciate that. Just a lot of things about you. And I just wanted to share some things. And ask, just have this interview, which is a blessing to me. But I wanted to just well, first of all, you came from Detroit, right? You're from Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Detroit, Michigan. Stand up.
Born and
Yes,
raised.
born. Well, I was born in Detroit.
Hmm.
I was raised in New York. And then I moved to LA young.
Wow, wow. So,
Yeah,
so that's an interesting transition. You know.
I know. I know. I know. I was born to be an entertainer. I was in all of the entertainment spots, you know.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
God is great, man. Yeah. So, I'm Cuban. My dad is Cuban. So my whole family on his side is all in New York and Miami. And then my mother's family is in Mississippi and Detroit and Chicago, Indiana, like that kind of Midwest kind of thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. So you got family everywhere. You know.
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Every I don't know them like I should, but I love y'all.
Well, man, look. Well, first of all, we appreciate you, man. I know you are like very. We known you basically on in the movie scene, Wilding Out.
Yeah.
A lot of platforms where you have been. I mean, like I love your improv, man. Like you just come up with just anything. It just come out of nowhere, you know. So it's like a lot of people are just not gifted at that. And
Thank you.
so for you to be able to being in this business as long as you have and being able to spontaneously do that, that is a gift because a lot of people can't do that, so which is good. And so well, my question is, you've been on Wild and Out in movies and stages and things of that nature. The moment you stand, what was the moment you stand out where you realize, like, you know what, like I made it, like, yeah, I made it, like what was that moment where you realized, like, it ain't the same no more, if that makes sense.
Man, that's a great question. I think, I guess the moment when I felt like I could do this was, I used to do bad things
Yeah.
before I decided to do comedy. I tried a lot of things, um, and I convinced some of the people I was out doing stupid stuff with
Mm-hmm.
come see me perform,
Yeah.
and I annihilated it. I was so funny, and that made me feel like, yeah, I don't gotta do that no more. And then that made me feel like, because I felt like if I didn't do good, then the people would have been like, oh man, no, you ain't doing that. You gonna stay doing what we doing.
Right. Right.
So
Right. Right.
because I did good, I impressed them, and they were like, well, yeah, you should be doing this.
Wow.
So that was great.
So
And then when I started getting checks, I mean, have mercy. You know, once I started getting checks, it was like, yeah, I'm
yes.
here.
Yes. You have arrived.
Yes,
Which is
yes,
good. Which is good. So basically, man, it's almost like, you know, with you being where you were, you were still able to, figure certain things out. And I know how it is being in Baltimore, being, in the inner city of Baltimore. It can be
yeah.
very tough, in tough neighborhoods and things like that. So I totally get it, but to find your way, man, that is a blessing. You know what I mean? Like
Yes,
that.
it is, man.
Yeah.
God is great. God is
Yes.
great.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, what what was young Spanky Hayes like growing up in Detroit, though? In terms of, like, were you always funny? Like, were you like, in other words, did you always had that humor with you when you was, even you said that you've things that you've done, but that you feel like you wasn't proud of. But do you always had that comedy side of you?
Yeah, yeah. And I have my mother to thank for that.
Oh
To
man.
thank for that. My mom is single-handedly the funniest lady
Oh
in the
man.
world,
I can
man. She
imagine.
is so fast and she's so quick, and I got a little bit of that from her. So I wish I had it all from her because she is
Wow.
amazingly fast. Like,
Wow.
uh, it's amazing. But
Wow.
yeah. So I always talked in class when I was younger. They I remember one year. I don't remember what year it was. Maybe seventh or eighth grade. One of them. The teacher said, "All right, man, you talk so much that if you be quiet, I'll let you come up to the front of the class and talk for the last 5 minutes.
Wow.
You get to say whatever you want to say, and I'll let you do that if you be quiet the whole." You know what I'm
So
saying?
look,
But
how strong was that, man? How difficult was that being quiet though?
oh man, not too hard really, because I used to actually do it
Right.
and have fun doing it. Like that's what made me. I knew I wanted to be Richard Pryor, so
Yeah.
I knew eventually I would do that, something like that. But I didn't know to what capacity. But
Right.
I knew that I wanted to be Richard Pryor, and I remember going to school, and people would bring their dads
Yeah.
to school, and I went to my mom, and I was like, because I never seen my dad, I just know a lot about him and know
Oh
stuff
man.
about
Yeah.
through life, through life. Uh, And I said, everybody bring their dad up to school. I was like, well, I can't bring my dad to school. And my mom said, well, who you want to be your daddy? Just pick somebody. And I said, Richard Pryor. And then she said, you should have said Teddy Pendergrass, but all right, Rich Pryor. So, you know, so I went. So from that point on, I thought that Richard Pryor was my daddy.
Yeah, I get it. I get
Yeah,
it. Yo, your mom is hilarious. Yeah,
man, she is so hilarious, man. So hilarious. I asked her. I said, "Why you not married?" She said, "God made all of these people. You think I'm supposed to just be with one?" I said, "Wow, mom, you're amazing." But yeah,
Mom Dukes, boy.
she is. Oh, she's like that all the time, man.
Right.
Without no effort, no
Man,
effort.
man, God bless her, brother. I mean that well, and that's good, man. Well, you was able to get influence, and motivation, and like even being able to have someone to look up to, which is a
Yeah,
blessing, man. That's a blessing, man. Mom Dukes, and you can't go wrong with Mom Dukes, man. When it comes
nah,
down to it, bro, I feel you. So, man,
nah,
God bless
can't
her.
go wrong. You can't go wrong,
Yeah, yes, sir.
mom. Duke.
Mom
Yes,
Dukes.
yes, yes.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna ask you. A lot of people see laughs, but not struggle. You know,
Right.
um, um, one behind the scene moment in your career that was like a real test of your faith and a test of like perseverance. Like, what was that moment where you're like, you know what? Like, I don't know much about the church thing or religion in itself, but I know it's a God, and I know that I'm too smart for this. If that makes sense.
So this might sound a little crazy, but I'll walk you through it.
Yeah.
So this is around the time in Wild 'N Out where we are shooting 2 episodes in one day. So this
Mm-hmm.
is like maybe season 3.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? This is early in the Wild 'N Out days.
Yeah.
So but we're picking up, getting momentum, and this is the first show that I'm not on.
Hmm.
So I feel a little certain way because we have to
Yeah.
break up the show like because we got more cast members, so
Got you.
everybody had to take off like 3 shows, so everybody could do shows.
Yep.
So this is my first time not being on the show
Mm-hmm.
after being on 2 seasons straight on every show.
Yeah.
So I was a little upset. I'm walking around backstage and I see this guy, and he was beautiful,
Mm-hmm.
and the way he was dressed was like black leather long coat,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. His hair was kind of slicked back,
Mm-hmm.
almost like a Dracula kind of
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
form.
The Dracula vibe. Yep.
Yeah, and then he had like a diamond like face, like,
Mm.
if that
Mm.
makes sense.
No, bro.
He
I feel you. I
he
see.
he was beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So he came up to me and he said, "Yeah, man, don't worry about it, man. We're gonna show them." And then I heard him say "we," but I kind of just let it pass.
Yeah.
And then we start talking, and he kept talking, and he kept talking, and he kept saying "we" and "we" and "we" and "we" and "us" and "us" and "we," and I was like, "What? Wait a
What?
minute!" So
Yeah.
I snapped out of it, kind of like, "What? Like we?" I was like, "I don't even know you." I was like, "What you talking about?"
Right. Right.
And then, how you saying "we"?
Right.
And then one of the security guard dudes tapped me on the shoulder. He was like, "What you doing? Going over some lines or something?" And I was like, "No, what you mean?" And he was like, "Who are you talking to?" And I was like, "The dude that was right here." And I was like, "Huh?"
Oh, that's deep, brother.
So then I told the security. He called around, he walkie talkie
Yeah. Yeah.
around,
Yeah. Yeah.
and he said, "Anybody see the guy with this description? Da da da. The way I described him."
Mm.
And the one guy's outside said, "Yeah, I seen him in the parking lot about 30 minutes ago. I think he left." And I'm like, "What?"
Wow. Wow. That's deep,
So
bro.
so I'm pretty sure that was the devil.
No
Uh,
question.
so at
No
least I
question.
know what he looked like now.
Bro, listen. People think that this stuff ain't real. You know, they think,
Yeah,
like people, they get so, people think that people are so ignorant, man. And I think that if we wake up and really see what's going on, it is a spiritual thing. It is a
it
demonic.
is. It is
You know,
very demonic, man. It's very, and I think that if you sell your soul,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure that you can't help nobody that you love, because I see a lot of famous people not helping their families
Mm-hmm.
and their loved ones, even their brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want to name no names,
Yeah, yeah.
but
Right, bro.
I know a lot of celebrities that's quote unquote, top of the pyramid celebrities, and they help no one. So I'm pretty sure that has something to do with the contract. It's
Yep.
like, no, you can't help nobody.
Yep. I believe that. I totally believe that that's in the claw. And some
Yeah,
of people probably don't even know it's there unless they get a good lawyer to kind of break it down to you. But
right.
and
And that lawyer got to be working with vampires too to
yeah,
even
hey man,
crack. Oh,
some lawyers want to get a cut. So
yeah,
it's very rare you probably find a good one.
right,
So but
right.
I totally believe it. I totally
Yeah,
see it. I know it. I know it to be so. It is a real thing. You know,
yes,
and we got to begin to understand how that works. Um, Especially when it comes down to the Bible. You look at it right there. I mean, it's clear as day in the Word. So you know, so it's that thing with your, where you have to just make these decisions. And I get all that. I know we don't want to get too deep into it, but I do appreciate you for being transparent with that. You
yeah.
know, yeah.
Well, I just want people to understand that it's more than what you think it is. It always is.
Oh my
That's
God.
never easy. And then talent is not. It ain't nothing no more. Like, even in my day, talent was everything. To be
Yeah,
talented, you might have to sleep on somebody's couch to get an audition
bro.
to do that and do that. We went through all of these stages, but
Yes.
now that's not even
It's
necessary.
not even
And
necessary. The grind is
and it's
gone.
not respected anymore either. So anybody can have talent. All you have to do is have consistency
Facts.
and to pay your phone bill. And if you do that, you can be a comedian in
And you know
30
what though,
days,
man?
30 posts,
I'm not even
30
feeling half of
posts.
these. Look, no disrespect. I'm not even feeling half of these internet comedians, bro. Because
No,
a lot of them really ain't even really funny. I'm not throwing no shade, but a lot of these folk ain't even really funny like that, and haven't even been through the trenches to be on a stage and really suffer or go through those things like being on the couch, that
yeah,
hunger, that thirst. You know what I'm saying? And really
of
grinding
course.
for it. I know where I came from growing up, man, like in the 90s, bro, like you grind to get to where
Yeah,
you are, man. You know what I mean? And then you appreciate it once you're there. And
right.
so you see a generation, they don't even really appreciate it. And so you see the OGs, they're looking like, yo, y'all getting all this money, but I don't even see the thirst there. If that makes sense.
Exactly, man. That makes perfect sense. It's like, because it's not needed anymore.
Right. I say
It's
it in
not
ba-
needed anymore.
I say it in basketball. Bro,
Yeah,
I used to love basketball. Bro, I played basketball. And
right.
the way it is now, like the NBA is going down because they're like the way these young people are now. It's like you get these contracts, you get these big money, and it seems like the hunger is not there no more, man.
It really, I mean, a great example of you saying that, Jordan Poole, and no shade against Jordan
Oh yeah.
Poole, he just played on, my team, the Warriors.
Mm-hmm. That's my
And
team too.
once they gave him his money, Draymond had to sock him in his mouth.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. But they gonna look
And,
at
and then
Draymond.
he never played the same after that. Not even in Washington. He's not
Facts.
playing exceptional in Washington. He's playing. I think at one time he wasn't even starting.
Right. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what happened to like what really happened to him. You know?
I think he was just cocky anyway. And then just think about the shoes you got to feel coming behind Stephen Curry, like being
Yeah.
second to Stephen Curry. That
Yeah.
got to be a mental breakdown every second of that. So it's like, and then Stephen Curry's number is 30. His number was 3. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? It's
yeah,
kind of,
yeah, yeah,
it's,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, man.
Yeah, I get it, but like you're gonna lose all your game though. You're gonna lose all of it. You know, like you ain't showing no game. So yeah,
No, he did. He actually did not show any game,
right.
and that was crazy to me. But yeah, I mean, he's still a good player, but
Yeah,
he did not. Once the money came in, so that it just goes to show you that, like, once you, there's no need for talent anymore. It's
yes,
not because it's not available, and nobody even cares about it.
that's sad. You know, it really
It
is
really
sad.
is. It
Yeah,
really is.
yeah. So it's like but you know the ones when you see them, you know the ones that really got it. You know what I'm saying? They got and they humble. You feel me? You know,
Right.
but they got it. You know what I mean? But don't mess around. Don't play around with them though. They ain't no suckers neither. But
No, 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 no. You gotta respect them.
yeah,
You
gotta
gotta
respect.
respect them.
That's right.
But but yeah, that's just my thing. But with talent now,
Yeah,
it's you just can't. It's not there.
yeah, yeah.
And the more you focus on that, you're gonna lose.
Yes, absolutely. I guess that brings to my next question too. I guess I'm going to move forward. Um, what's one joke or moment that got the biggest reaction? You know, good or bad.
Mm, that's a good one. I mean, the worst reaction to a joke,
Or the best.
or the best, probably have to be, you know, a while and out when I'm on tour. I like to get a girl and with a wig and snatch it off and run around the whole, the whole arena. That's pretty fun. Uh, uh, the worst is probably a guy put a gun on me one time. I was talking about his girl,
Yeah.
and I was killing her, and he got up and pulled a gun and walked out. But I was capping on him the whole time.
Oh, well, you're one of the comedians gets a good roast in. You know.
Oh man, yeah. At one point in my career, that's all I wanted to do was roast.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then I had to get jokes. I had to learn jokes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
because you
Absolutely.
can't you can't just base your show off roasting. That you know it's just it puts you in a box. Nothing wrong with it though. Nothing
Yeah.
wrong with the art form of it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah. The also
you
it's
gotta
good.
have some jokes.
That's
Yeah, you
right.
gotta have some jokes.
I believe it. I definitely
Yeah.
believe it. Um, you've worked with big names, like as far as some big names. Who've given you like the greatest advice that you can say to this day? Like, yo, they ain't changed on me. Like they real. They 100. They 100. Like, is there anyone that gave you some great advice and you knew it was coming from a good place?
Um. Yeah. I would say Tiffany Haddish always gives me some good game. That's
Mm-hmm.
my sister.
Mm-hmm.
We came up together in comedy. Uh, you know, and I would say Cat Williams
Mm-hmm.
always throws me a bone when I need it.
Yeah.
Tiffany too.
Yeah.
Take me on the road. You know, I got somebody they know doing a movie. I got a role for you. Awesome. So I got a lot of other friends, but that's just the first two that kind of pops up immediately. Probably because I just talked to both of them, which is crazy. Uh, but yeah, so yeah, and they
Wow.
always give me advice of just being who I am, just like don't change who you are because that's what they want.
Yes.
That's what Hollywood and entertainment they want to clone who you are.
You're right. Right.
You know,
Right.
so it's not even about the face; it's just about the movements, getting in the algorithm.
Yes.
Once you're in the algorithm, they can take your face off and put whoever face in there.
It's brother. The technology is real, man. The
Yeah, man.
technology is real, brother.
So yeah, imagine it's not about talent now. Imagine 5 years from now, it's gonna be wicked.
brother.
Like it don't even matter who you are. It's not gonna matter about the person anymore.
Mm, bro, listen, man. Bro, I would go deep with you too because I already know what you're talking about, man. It's real, man.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
it's one of those things, man, where that talent is not of this world, and that God has given you, and people
Exactly.
like to solicit it and they like to, you know, to really pollute it, when it's there for everyone, to enjoy and to be blessed by it, you know. And you're right. It's a deep type of conversation, But I do feel within the next few years, it's going to be something where it's going to be like a different type of vibe, man. It's not going to be the same vibe like it is now, you know.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Absolutely not.
yeah. I believe that. I do.
Absolutely not.
Yep. Well, this is my final question to you because I don't want to hold you up, man, but I do appreciate your time, brother.
No,
Always an
man,
honor.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it.
Yes, you have no idea. No, you have no idea. Um, what does legacy look like for you now, and what do you want people to know you and or remember you in terms of outside of jokes?
Uh, that's a great question. I would love to be remembered as a real NIGGA,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
a stand-up guy,
Yep.
uh, almost a mafia boss.
I feel you.
You know what I mean? You know, and comedy was one of my many attributes, but just one of them.
Right.
You know, tell jokes, but not a joke.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I mean?
It's some truth in it.
Yeah, yes. I would love to tell the truth about. I just was saying this to somebody earlier, and I said that I don't like lying because then I got to remember.
But I like that. I like that, brother. That's
You know
powerful.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I got to remember what I told you now every time. Come on, no, no.
Good look.
I'd rather just tell the truth. If it hurts your feelings, then we can talk about it. We
Right.
friends.
Right.
Get over it. You
Right.
know.
Well,
Maybe I don't feel that way 10 minutes later, but that's how I was feeling at the time.
right.
You know, and the dad, bro, just being a dad. I mean,
Oh
like
my
the best
God.
dad.
How's that?
Not even like just a dad, like the best dad ever.
Come on. How
Like,
how's being the dad, man? I can relate. I got five.
yeah. Okay, I got the same me and you neck and neck. We
Yeah.
got Kobe Bryant rings. It's five, baby.
You already
Black
know.
Mamba style.
You already know.
Yeah. So, I I love being a dad because my kids so my kids are 8 and but my youngest three kids are
Hmm.
8, 6, and 2.
Oh, okay.
And they're finally realizing who I am because now they see that I'm on YouTube and then they see clips of me and they just random stuff that I'm not putting into
Yeah.
YouTube is just kind of popping up.
Yeah.
And they're like, Dad, you on TV? I was like, yeah. But I don't go into it. I just be like, yeah, yeah. That looks old. I think it'll be on me. Like, that looks old. How long you been in the TV? Like, a long time, baby. Long time, baby. Like you'll get it once grow up.
Right.
I want to do that. And my 8-year-old is like, I want to do that.
Right. Right.
You know what I'm saying? Her name is Jedi, and she acts just like I named her that for a reason.
Wow.
And she is a Jedi.
Jedi. I love it. I named my son Neo. So from
Neo, yeah. You
Neo
know,
from the Matrix.
yes, sir.
But
I
that's
already know.
that's
So
good,
yeah,
man.
that would probably be it, man. Is the best father, best husband, uh, best man
Yes.
I could be. Good to be around. Good spirited
Yes.
person. and that's what I try to be every day, man. God fearing
Yeah.
person.
Yeah.
You know, that if I didn't know God, I would probably be the biggest star in the world.
Boy, and yo, and I know that to be some bars. What you just said right there. That's the truth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Knowing God stopped me from doing the stupidest things probably I could ever did to my ruining my manhood and
Mm.
so on and so such and so on.
Mm.
But because I know God and I didn't grow up seeing things that wasn't normal to me. So anything that's not normal to you is gonna offend you.
Right.
So I got offended a lot, and then I kind of got me the name like, well, don't talk like that around him because he'll get offended and da
Mm.
da da da. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
people who gave me work, but I didn't get the jump in the real soup bowl because that's full of bones,
Yeah.
to say the least.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man.
You know what I mean?
No,
So
I know what you
hey,
mean.
hey,
I,
hey, hey.
I
You
know what
know,
you mean, brother. Trust me,
I
I
know
know.
this is a Christian show. I'm trying to say it as Christian as possible. You know what I'm saying? Thank God. But yeah, man. And I haven't stopped. I retired for 8 years, but I came back and that was to raise my family, and to have a family.
Yes.
And I picked a family, having a family over a career.
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm coming back. I have came back. I've been doing movies again. I
Good.
got a couple things in the can.
Yeah.
Comedy special coming out soon
Awesome.
on Tubi. Uh, and yeah, man, just working, 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 working.
That's
God is
good.
good, man.
Yeah, that's good, man. Yeah, like this is. I believe this is definitely going to be a great, a great season for you, bro. For
I
sure.
appreciate it, man. Ain't nothing like working on your own time and doing it your own way. Of course, you got to go through. It's like college. You got to
Yeah.
learn their way, and then you learn your way that enhances their way or
Yep.
don't make their way seem so old and
You know what?
dinosaurish. You know,
You on it. I'm just thought when you said that, I thought about something. How you think about how these industries they see how you move and how successful you worked what you had and how big it
right?
was. Like like how was you able to get those streams or clout, and now they're using your method, you know what I mean, or
Yeah,
or they
yeah,
use your style to you know what I mean, to put it in their
yeah,
repertoire. You feel me? And so a lot of times, man, like yo, you the sauce, man. You know,
yeah, man.
you
You
the one.
writing, and you don't even know you're writing at all times.
Come on, bro. Yeah,
At
yeah.
all times, you're writing. Either for you or it's for them.
Right.
But you're writing.
Come on.
Yeah,
That's the truth.
you're writing. Yeah,
That is the
man.
truth. Man, that's powerful, man. It's powerful stuff, bro. Look, I appreciate your time, man. I do want to ask, like, how can people get in contact with you in terms of everything? Like, what's your handling as far as with how people can get in contact with you?
I like to be reached by Instagram. That's official Spanky
Mm-hmm.
Hayes. If you like Facebook, I'm barely on Facebook because my mother follows me on Facebook. So sometimes she'll call me and say, "I seen you on Facebook, Mom. Please stop calling me about Facebook. I don't want to hear about Facebook, Mom. Please. I do not want you to follow me. I'm gonna block my mother because she 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 calls me to ask me why did I post certain things on Facebook. Why you
That's
post that, Mama?
yo. I love
Please,
my yo. I don't even know her, man. Yo, I'm telling you, that's funny, brother.
man. You gotta get off my. I gotta block her, man. I gotta block
You
her.
gotta block mom dudes,
Uh,
bro.
man, and yeah, and then Carlos Hayes. Carlos Hayes is my Facebook handle,
Okay.
and then I was thinking about this. I want to say this to my people because everybody love God, but listen, you can't thank God for wrong stuff. That's all I want to say to
Mm.
this. Like
Mm.
people
Come on. Say it again.
do something stupid and say, "Oh, thank you, God, I didn't go to jail." Well, you should have went to jail
Come on, bro.
because you
Come on,
well
man.
even just mentioned God name in there. Yeah,
Yeah.
they steal something out the store. as they walking out the store. They say,
Oh,
come on, God,
that's
let me get this,
good.
please. Let me get to my car, God, please. Come on.
That's
Don't
good.
don't put God in that.
Don't put God in
Don't,
there, bro.
no, don't put God in that.
Yeah, man.
Don't do that.
Yo, it's
He
funny
didn't
how,
tell you to get. He ain't tell you to get 4 booty shots to make your booty big. He ain't tell you that, girl.
bruh, that was you.
Yeah, he didn't do that for nobody else. Take them wigs off, ladies. Praise God, hallelujah. But take them wigs off. You hear me? You shouldn't wear wigs unless you're robbing banks. You hear me, ladies? And if you're gonna have 5 and 6 different wigs, you're supposed to be a whole nother person every wig you put on.
Right,
The
right,
blonde wig, she talked Spanish. The jet black one, straight
right.
one, she talked. She from Hawaii. You gotta be different
Gotta be different.
women when you wear this hair.
Bro, it's almost like they change up. It's like they become a different person. But I
Or
digress.
sometimes they be the same one, but with different hair. If you're gonna have a green wig, girl, you better be a Martian.
Yo, he said you better be a Martian. You know what I mean? Oh man, you got me over
Come
here
on.
rolling.
Come on, don't give us too much stress, black
Oh,
ladies. Come on now. We
bro.
already going in white girls willingly.
He said, "Boy, you was crazy." Oh man, bro, bro. I'm loving it, man. Look, bro, man, I feel blessed, man. I'll just say I feel blessed, man, because I would never thought. I used to watch you on TV, man. I
Man,
used to watch a lot of people on TV, and to be able to be in this situation where I'm able to have one-on-one interviews with people that I grew up or seen watch them on TV. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And
It's a beautiful thing.
it's a beautiful thing, bro. It's a beautiful. So I don't take it lightly. I don't even take this conversation lightly. Um, so I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you for taking your time out your schedule. Means a lot. It means a whole lot.
Thank you, man.
Yeah,
And I
man.
appreciate you too, man. And shout out to everybody watching, all the viewers watching, and keep continuing to watch this brother do his thing, man. The journalism, man. Street journalism, not even street journalism, but independent journalism, man. It
Yeah,
runs the world now. So keep your mind open.
absolutely, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, my bro. Um,
Man, peace, man.
Other than that, you guys, thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate Mr. Hayes for tuning in today. You guys have a good night. Take care. God bless.